अगन हरो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो जिसे देख चरण अगन हरो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो निस्बासुर एक समान ध्यान सुनाम सुने सुतबान डरो निस्बासुर एक समान ध्यान सुनाम सुने सुतबान डरो सुनाम सुने सुतबान डरो सुनाम सुने सुतबान डरो समरथ गुरु सिर हाथ धरियो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो जिस देख चरण अगन हरो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो बनदास श्वास जगत गुरु की पारस बेट परस करो बनदास श्वास जगत गुरु की पारस बेट परस करो पारस बेट परस करो पारस बेट परस करो समरथ गुरु सिर हाथ धरियो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो जिस देख चरण अगन हरो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो रामदास गुरु हर साथ किया समराथ गुरु सिर हाथ धरियो रामदास गुरु हर साथ किया समराथ गुरु सिर हाथ धरियो 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 गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो जिस देख चरण अगन हरो गुरु की कृपा हर नाम दियो Satanam, 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 Waheguru. With my head in my hands through the light and the dark, oh my love, take my heart. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. Your hand on my head, my heart up to you. Through your love now I become new. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. With my head in my hands through the light and the dark, oh my love, take my heart. Satanam, 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 Waheguru. Ramdas Guru har sat kiya, Samrat Guru sirhat dhariyo. Ramdas Guru har sat kiya, Samrat Guru, Samrat Guru. Why? Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. Chatur Chakravarti, Chatur Chakra Bhugate, Suyambhav Sabang Sarvada Sarva Jugate, Tukalam Pranasi, Dayalam Sarupe, Sadayang Sange, Abhangam Vibhude. चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रं भुवते स्वयंभाव स्वभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते तुकालं प्रणसि दयालं स्वरूपे सदाङ्गसङ्गे अभङ्गं विभूते चतुर्चक्रवर्ती चतुर्चक्रं भुवते स्वयंभाव स्वभं सर्वदा सर्वजुगते तुकालं प्रणसि दयालं स्वरूपे सदाङ्गसङ्गे अभङ्गं विभूते
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to your first practice of May. One of the most important practices as you remind your body and your mind that you are about to dedicate to a full month of Kundalini. So sitting with your tall spine and closing down the eyes when you're ready. If you're super sleepy, then making sure that your spine is nice and active to wake the body up. Rolling the eyeballs to the third eye point, so where the brow points meet the eyebrows point meet in the center, slightly above this in the forehead. Turn the palms up so they're facing towards the sun, ready to receive the prana of the day. And just be still for a second. True stillness before your day starts give you the chance to just scan your internal world. So without any manipulation, without any force of the answer or judgment of the answer, just notice the relationship with your mind in this moment. Keep the eyes rolled up to that third eye, feeling the optic nerve stimulate the brain chemistry. And as you sit in your stillness, can you make your spine a little bit taller? Notice if it's easy or challenging to be still. And notice if there's any expectations of the mind already before we start this month's practice about what's going to happen, how you want to feel, how challenging it will be, or maybe how easy it will be. Connect to a natural breath. Notice the depth of the breath, again, without any manipulation. Every time the eyes wander, bring it back. These poses are not meant to irritate your mind or make it challenging. It's meant to empower you to sit with your mind, but with some focus. The eyes stay rolled up. The coccyx is rounded in towards the floor. The shoulders are away from the ears. The head is lifted. The hands are rested on the knees with softness. The tongue pushes on the roof of the mouth. In this stillness, we can truly take accountability of the corners of your mind that your heart won't let you go to, the shadows of your mind which feel fearful and dark, and instead shining a light on them by noticing every breath is an opportunity to shine a light into every corner of your mind, your heart, your body, and your soul. Keeping the eyes focused on this third eye point, this brow point, you're going to pick the hands off the knees. With slow control, you're going to rub the palms together up and down. So the fingertips and the palms trace every little part of your hands. These nerves are going to help us this month make sure that we feel the energetic shift of the practice. We spark up the nervous system. We use these tools to ignite what is a natural state of ours, which is this inner peace. And acknowledging that when we become in the mind, we can become aware if this feels out of balance. So feel the nerves start to wake up as you rub the palms together. We keep the eyes rolled up at all times. And as I remind you, this is just a little nudge to notice if your mind has wandered. When the eye gaze wanders, so does the mind. So keep the eyes focused on that one point. Feel that rhythm that you're creating with your hands. This is your stable heartbeat of the practice. You get to pick the response of your nervous system today before the day starts. So feel that rhythm start to shift up towards the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders. Feel the rhythmic, feel the stability. And then take your hands to your prayer heart center. We push the thumbs into the sternum or the chest bone. We push the palms in to meet each other so the elbows create one straight line from elbow to elbow. And you take the fingertips very slightly away from the body, so as if the fingertips are projecting just in front of the face. Keeping the eyes rolled up, you take one deep breath in and you take that breath to the depths of the belly. And then on the exhale, you gently let the breath go out of the mouth. And again, we inhale in through the nose, belly comes out like a Buddha belly. Out of the mouth, you let the breath go. Last one, you take a deep breath in through the nose. You push the palms in a little bit tighter. You exhale, you let the breath go. Now let's work with our breath hold. Anyone who's pregnant, please don't do this breath. Please just continue to breathe long and deep. Otherwise, you breathe in through your nose, your belly comes out. At the top of the breath, you're going to hold the breath. You're going to squeeze your bum. You're going to squeeze your anus, your sex organs, your navel in. And you're going to keep the breath in. And notice how this feels. Exhaling out the mouth, you're going to slowly let the breath go. And again, take a deep breath in through the nose to the base of the belly. At the top of the breath, hold the breath. This time, notice how it feels in the throat. It should feel soft. You should relax the throat, the jaw, the tongue. You hold the breath in the navel. You hold it in the coccyx. Soften the shoulders. Keep the breath held in. Push the palms together, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Exhale, let it go. And again, this time as you breathe in, notice the honor and the privilege it is to take another breath. It's the reason you're alive. So as you breathe in, enjoy that belly coming all the way out. As you hold the breath, you purposely push the hands together. You purposely roll the eyes up. You push the tongue on the roof of the mouth. You squeeze the bum and navel. These little points are what cause the energetic shift back to your natural state of balance. And exhale, let the breath go. Let's seal our intention in. Take a deep breath in through the nose. At the top of the breath, hold the breath. Push the palms together. All of them points are still working, this focus point. Seal your intention in. What does your heart need from this practice to give you clarity how to navigate your mind? What ease do you need from the mind? What quiet or what kindness? And exhale, let the breath go. Keeping your focus here. I want you to really, truly acknowledge in this moment your relationship with your mind for the past, since you've been born. Your whole entire life, you have lived with this internal world of your mind. So without any judgment or manipulation, just reflect back on whether you feel like your mind has been kind to you, whether it has given you a comfortable home to rest, to settle, and to recuperate, whether it has felt like an entity of you or whether a separate entity that's controlling you. And whether you honor the mind as the tool that it is, the gateway to your divine, the gateway to your link with infinity, and the gateway to your belief system of what is bigger than you, what is bigger than us. Again, don't judge yourself and manipulate yourself on the answer. But as you sit tall and proud, pinch the shoulder blades together and open your heart. And know that it is your birthright to have a peaceful mind. Your mind is the tool to the depths of your heart. We just need to learn to navigate the waves of the mind. This month, you're going to focus on your awareness of the state of your mind and then use the tools to create that balance back again. We do this with the mantra, Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Our first chance this month to navigate the mind. The sound, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. It means nothing to your mind. It brings a peacefulness to your mind because it doesn't need to analyze it. It doesn't need to keep us safe. It can trust. So whether you've done this before or not, make the sound with a vibration on the tongue of the tongue and the roof of the mouth. I say rolled up at all times. You can't get this wrong. You charge with the breath. And then 3 times we chant Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Let the mantra go into the corners of the mind. deep breath in through the nose. At the top of the breath you hold. If you're able to, you squeeze the navel, you squeeze the bum, you push the palms in. You roll the eyes up. You notice if that mantra was challenging, easy, or the mind was pulling for your attention. You exhale, you let it go. At no point this month do we negotiate, push away, or become frustrated with the mind. This creates resistance. Instead, we let the mind be the mind, and we navigate past the mind to your heart. By giving the mind the mantra to focus on, your heart can become loud. This takes some discipline, and we're going to work on that this month. So we're going to go again with this. Naturally, the mind might want to skip to the next thing. It might even want to do something new other than this. If this is the case, then we become aware the mind is in control and not the practice. So we repeat again and again. 3 more times. Sit tall, sit proud, and use the breath. Take a deep breath in, the deepest breath you've taken so far. At the top of the breath, you hold the breath. You push the palms together. You seal the energy in by holding the navel and the coccyx and the sex organs. The throat does nothing. The jaw relaxes. The tongue relaxes. You squeeze in the lower part of the spine. You exhale, you let the breath go. Keeping the eyes rolled up, I want you to feel your magnetic field around you. Quite often we know the mental state of someone else's mind by their energy, by the way they talk, by the speed of their talk, by what they're talking about, by how they speak with a low vibration, with worries, with negative energy. I want you to acknowledge this is all welcome on the mat, but we charge the magnetic space so that we keep it on the mat and we metabolize it. So just notice how your energy feels around the body, and this next mantra is going to protect that aura like an invisible shield. So whatever happens today, your neutrality in your mind stays calm. Visualize this mantra surrounding you in 4 directions. If you're familiar, join in. Otherwise, just listen, and at some point your mind will learn the sounds of the mantra.
Adgure Name, Jagadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name, Adgure Name, Jagadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name, Adgure Name, Jagadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name.
Charge the body with that prana, that life force, that deep breath in through the nose. At the top of the breath, push the palms together as you hold the breath. Seal a prayer, intention, or desire into your higher self, your God, your infinite, whatever it is that you believe in, angels, it doesn't matter what, just pray with something with your heart that you want, you need, so your mind can be peaceful. As you exhale, slowly let the hands fall to the knees, palms faced up. Be still for a second with the eyes closed. And then when your body is ready to, just start to make some gentle movements with the head, the neck, the spine. We're going to keep the traditional rhythm of our practice this month by honoring the order. So we're going to always start with our pranayama. We sit with our legs crossed. If you need to change the legs at any point, you can do. Try to have the right leg in front of the left if you can, or dominant on top, so that your right yang side is productive for the morning. We're going to do a pranayama, which is called dealing with your own mind. So acknowledging that this practice is needed to navigate the waves of the mind on the mat. So it naturally works for us off the mat and it doesn't control us with any negative narratives. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to cover your right nostril with your right thumb. Your right hand fingers become an antenna. So they draw a line down the center of your forehead, as if the fingertips are connected to the sky. You sit nice and tall. This left hand is placed onto the knee and it's gripped with the fingers onto the right knee. So you've got your stability. So your left nostril is open. You inhale in deeply through the left nostril. And then your exhale is through the mouth. Your exhale is forceful through the mouth. And as you breathe out the mouth, you pull the belly button in. So it's a forceful breath in through the left nostril. And a forceful breath out through the mouth. And you repeat and repeat. In through the left nostril, out through the mouth. Your eyes are closed, but your focus this time is over the tip of the nose. The breath does the work here. So all you need to do is focus on the breath and the repetitiveness, keeping the arms where they are, the hand covered to the right nostril, the left hand on the knee. And let the breath do the work. Navigate the mind by bringing it back to the breath. A forceful, powerful breath. In and out. And if your left nostril feels blocked this morning, it's quite common first thing in the morning, don't give up, just adapt. If you need to, make a little slight gap in the right nostril to start, but try just the left nostril because the breath is going to clear the way. That's the whole point of this practice. So just trust. Keep going. You're 1 minute in now. Our pranayama for the morning is always with a nice tall spine, a nice open airway. As you breathe, you're imagining you're sending that breath to every cell of the body. This is your dedication to your higher self. So the mind does not control you today. The breath does, the heart does. So make the breath powerful, make it rhythmic, make it your focus. Two minutes in now. Go a little bit more powerful with the breath if you can. Breathing in the nose and out the mouth. deep breath in through the left nostril only. Gently exhale the breath. You're going to bring the hands straight away interlocked in front of the chest, and you're going to flip the palms out. You're going to take one deep breath in. You're going to take the arms all the way out. You're going to hold the breath at the top. You're going to squeeze the belly and straighten the elbows. Close the eyes, but hold the breath. The full pose is holding the breath for 15 seconds. But you listen to the body, not the mind. The mind may tell you you're not safe. The breath tells you you are safe. Squeeze the navel if you need to. Take a sip of breath if you need to. Push the palms to the sky. And then gently exhale the breath. Let your hands become your aura. So trace down the magnetic field of the body as if you're removing any debris. And then straight away, we take our hands into our first movement of the day. So starting to warm the body up and starting to remove any of that subconscious energy. So with Kundalini, especially this month as we're working with our mind, we're going to be working with things that you cannot see in the subconscious at the back. So I want you to take your thumbs into your palms, and I want you to tighten your fingers over your thumbs. The thumbs represent your ego. So the ego is fear. So you're going to squeeze your thumbs as if you're squeezing fear and saying you have no place to live here. You can transmute and turn into light instead. So you're going to start to sweep your hands back to the back of the body. You're going to do this one hand at a time. And this is clearing the subconscious mind of what is feeding our conscious mind. So the good thing with this is we can't negotiate it because we don't even know what it is. The subconscious is in the depths of the mind, depth of the brain. So you're going to sweep your hands back. As you do, you're going to say out loud the sound, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. This sound again means nothing to the mind. And these mantras are going to really help the mind focus on the mantra. Your breath is natural because you're speaking out loud. If you feel breathless or low on energy, you can turn to a breath with the mouth in and out. But only you know, and this is your intuition this month, so just listen. Eyes are closed, and really treat this as a way to clear the body. So make the circles nice and big and make them rhythmic. Don't let the hands become erratic. Follow the same place with both hands and bring them back to the same place in front of the navel. Eyes are closed over the tip of the nose.
Sat Nam Vaheguru 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 Sat Nam Vaheguru.
Keep going, 1 minute in, but the thumbs need to be kept squeezed at all times. The sound Sat Nam Waheguru means truth is my name, truth is my nature, and your natural state is ecstasy and euphoria. So clean your aura, throw it behind you.
Guru Sat Nam Vaheguru 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 Sat.
Nearly there, keep going. If the arms are struggling in your physical body, you adapt. You go a bit slower, you rest if you need to, but you come back. Remember, we're not acknowledging, are we in the mind or are we in the body? Are we in the heart? What's the story of the mind? The story now is the sound, the mantra. Let it navigate the thoughts and clear the energy.
Vaheguru Sat, Nam 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 Vaheguru.
Take a deep breath in through the nose. Bring both the hands towards the sky. Thumbs stay in the palms. You're going to squeeze the thumbs so much you feel like the thumbs could just evaporate. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Elbows are locked. Exhale, let the breath go. Let the hands come to the knees, palms faced up. Notice any temperature of the body as you start to increase that prana, that blood flow. We've got a couple of things left to do. One of the most important things when we're working with our mind is acknowledging if we are being ran by our ego and not wanting to change this with thought, but change it with the state of the prana in the body. When we are ran by ego, we are ran by fear. So this month, making sure your mind is a peaceful place. It's necessary to make sure that we have no fear. It's not welcome. We acknowledge things that keep us safe, but we don't feed the narrative of fear because we have a trust. So we're going to finish with our ego eradicator. We've got a couple of things to do this, and there's one more thing. Your ego eradicator is your thumbs. So your thumbs are the main point of this practice. Your thumbs push away from the fingertips. The fingertips push into the pads of the hands. So the pads of the hands are on show, but the fingertips are pushed into the top. You straighten your elbows out and your thumbs create a funnel. So your thumbs are ready to receive the prana and the energy, what the mind can't see. The light, the support, the signs, the guidance, whatever we need for the mind to be peaceful. The eyes roll up. If you're pregnant or on your first 3 days of your bleed, you're going to do a long, powerful, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Otherwise, you're going to do breath of fire. Your mouth is going to stay closed. You're going to exhale out the nose, and then you're going to inhale naturally. So it's a pumping breath out and in of the nose. It's equal, it's rhythmic. It's not a race. It needs to be stable. Breath of fire, eyes rolled up, elbows are straight.
Sat, Nam Vaheguru 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 Sat.
Keep going. Your ego eradicator is burning away any of the old stories in the subconscious. So it's not something that should be stressing the body out. It's a rhythmic breath. It's rhythmic in and rhythmic out. But the focus is on the exhale. Your elbows are locked. Your hands are really strong. Your thumbs are active, pulling away from the fingers. Your eyes rolled up. Breath of fire. Finish strong together. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Bring the thumbs to touch above the head. Release the fingers. Spread the fingers towards the sky. Straighten the elbows. Squeeze every cell of the body as if you're trying to lift up off the floor. Hold the breath. Hold your power. Exhale, let the breath go. Gently come all the way down. Straight away, you're going to take your left hand towards the heart. You're going to take the right hand away. So the palm of the left hand faces your body. The palm of the right hand faces the front of the mat. Your main finger, your first finger, your Jupiter finger, so the one next to the thumb, is going to come out, and the others are going to be interlocked and squeezed with the thumb. Your left fingerprint of your Jupiter finger touches the right fingerprint of your right. So your right palm has to face forward, your left palm has to face back, and the fingertips are touching. This is called the master's touch, acknowledging that there is a master greater than your thoughts and your fears. There is a master in your heart and your intuition in your navel. So with this right and left finger, just touch the fingertips, close the eyes. We're going to do our first experiment of the month and notice how easy we can listen to this mantra without the mind wandering. The mantra means nothing, so just listen to the sounds and focus on the fingertip touch.
Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Had Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach.
Deep breath in through the nose, keeping the fingertips to touch. Keep the eyes closed. And as you hold the breath, feel the fingertips touch. Just notice any sensations, any groundedness in the hips. And then as you exhale, gently bring your palms to your heart center. Rub your palms like you did at the start of practice. This morning, we're easing our mind into this month's practice by just becoming aware of its habitual nature to wander, its habitual nature to analyze things, question things, and maybe even doubt things. It's also noticing its habitual tendencies to maybe keep us away from the true feelings in our heart. Taking your hands to your prayer at heart center, feel your thumb push into your center of your chest, connect to your heart before your day starts so you can live life here with neutrality, knowing that there is always a solution instead of a problem. There is always light to win any darkness, and the breath always has the answer. Dedicate now that you will stick to this practice for the rest of the month, twice every week on a live, and when you can, repeating the practice again and again on the days we don't practice together, igniting your inner light and your inner spark on the mat. We close with one Satnam, meaning truth is my name. Deep breath in. Satnam. Invitation to listen to the mantras at some point for the rest of the day. Even if it's just in the car or before you go to sleep this evening. Repeat this practice as many times as you can. And as always, thank you for trusting me with your energy and time this month. Very excited for what's ahead this month and noticing the shift in that peaceful mind. Namaste, Satnam, Satnam Waheguru.
Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang Guru Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jagat Sach Happy Sach Nanako Sipi Sach Ekongkar Satnam Karta Purik Nirpo Nirvar Kal Murit Ajuni Saipang